Now, congratulations are in order for a local movie, That Boy in the Dark. The suspense thriller bags a huge number of awards at the International Film Festival in Canada, Venezuela, Sweden, and very recently the United States. And for us here at home, we don't have to wait so long as the movie is set to premiere nationwide on Sunday, and that's January 8th. Now, to tell us more about this amazing film, joining us this morning here in the studio, we have the film's director, Adolfo Alix Junior, and of course, its actors, Joaquin, Domagoso, and Kiko, Ipapo. Good morning, gentlemen. I cannot believe, there's not enough pages here to list all of the wins that you guys have been receiving. The awards here are like left and right. Okay, so we know that Joaquin here won, Best Actor at the 16th Toronto Film and Script Awards, then at the 5 Continents International Film Festival, and most recently at the Bowden International Film Festival. Direct naman, we were also hailed as the Best Director, and the film was the Best Feature Film. Best Director ka rin direct sa International Manhattan Film Awards. And of course, Kiko here was the Best Supporting Actor sa 5 continents. It doesn't stop, and it's still gonna come in. How do you feel, Direk? That these awards are just keep coming in, and you keep being.
Well, it's just more of like a pat on the back for us, because when we were shooting it during the height of the pandemic, we never knew that all of this will be coming in. Because what we wanted was just to film during that time and finish the film, of course, because there are a lot of restrictions when we were filming it. But of course, when the cinema was closed, we didn't know how to put it out.
So this was way back in 2021.
Yes,
you mentioned.
yes,
okay,
yes,
so this
yes.
film 2021, the cinemas were all closed. You had no option, so you sent it out.
Yeah,
we
had Plan B, so
Okay.
we seeded it out to different festivals, and then now we're very happy because now we're we're screening it not outside the Philippines, and now we're opening in cinemas this weekend. So
Yes,
very
this
happy.
is actually the first film after the Metro Manila Film Fest.
Yes,
Diba?
yes,
You guys are gonna be the bueno mano, kumbaga. Okay, Joaquin. I don't know how you guys do it as well. This is your what? First feature film,
Yes,
right?
yes po.
And then you come home with all of these awards.
Honestly, it's too overwhelming sometimes.
Not just one, ha? Pero tatlo.
First, actually, when I heard about the first one, it was like Toronto, wow. And then sumunod Venezuela, US, like, really?
What did you do in this film?
Like, I'm surprised. And then, well, they talked to me about it, and they got to send it out nga. And me not believing much, because like, wow, talaga ba nangyayari to? Because it's really too much for me, and I'm just starting, All this praise is just, it's like I'm being challenged to do more. And I love it, but at the same time, parang happy lang po ako talaga, kaso I just wanted to.
It seems like you would have a lot on your plate right now. You just started.
Yes.
You're still trying to get a feel of how this whole industry actually works, and all of a sudden you have this big award, and then it's like, okay, what do I do with this? How do I choose my next role? People are going to be looking at you actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot to handle.
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Pero natutuwa ako kasi dito na ako, I have to grab the chance because bihira lang na makuha ka ng opportunity na katulad ganito. Na katulad na makapasok ka sa CNN. And you really just have to appreciate all of this that God has given you, because yun nga po, kasi it's just an opportunity na parang if you don't take now, when will you have the chance again?
Okay, and with that, okay, you, Kiko, this is not your first time to work with Direk.
Yes po.
And then you come home also with an award. What does that mean for you?
Of course, I'm surprised, and I really don't expect that kind of award. Kasi biglaan lang din yung preparation ko dun. Nakita lang ako sa set. So I work sa production staff there. Then nung nagkaroon ng problem dun sa kontrabida, nakita nila ako sa set. Then wala akong preparation, then yun na, dun na, nag-magic na lang lahat.
Yes, I read about that it was accidental. I mean, you were just there, and then, once again, things have seemed to be aligning, for all of you. And you take it like so nonchalantly, but it's like, yeah, I wasn't prepared. I was just there, but yet you come out with an award.
Yes.
I mean, how does that happen, Direk? I mean, it's like,
No, it's a matter of-
tell me a little bit about that. I mean,
no, because he has been acting in some of my other
Yes,
works.
yes.
And then
So you're
he
familiar
wanted,
with him.
He wanted to learn about the tropes of the production. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's why he was part of the production. And then two of the actors who were supposed to play his part tested positive. So we had to, because we were in a bubble during that time. So we had to look for someone who can play the role. And then our producer, si Daddy Wawi, saw him and he said, parang, can he play the part? And I said, he's also an actor.
Mm-hmm.
So yun.
I-
And the
it
rest
wasn't-
is there.
It wasn't even like a bit part, huh? I mean, you had such an important role to play. Okay, so we've taken in all of the awards that have come with this movie. Tell me about this movie. I mean, what is the story behind this
Well,
movie?
it's about it's about a boy
Okay.
who's suffering from temporary blindness.
This is Joaquin,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is Joaquin.
Okay.
His character's name is Knight. When he suffered that condition, he had to stay with his lolo in his
province.
in the province. And then while he was there, he was grappling between his blindness, and then he suddenly experiences parang mga weird circumstances in the area. So as he was discovering it, that's where the story brings the character. So is it reality or maybe it's just his fantasy? So it's more of a suspense
It's
thriller.
more of like a mystery where it's more on the readers if they'll have to figure out which truth we're trying to portray. Kasi marami pwedeng pagkuhanan sa mga first few minutes pa lang, and towards the movie you'll have a lot of assumptions, but by the end of it, lahat ng twist ma-unravel at mabubuo lahat yung gusto mong malaman. Tama.
Was it difficult? I mean, for you, I mean, horror films is no joke. I mean, or horror thriller films, right? It's quite difficult to do. I mean, for somebody that's like a first timer, Joaquin, was it difficult for you or having to do with?
I was very grateful kasi kasama ko pa si Direk Adolfo.
Yeah, I know a lot of actors say pag si Direk,
Yeah.
yes na kaagad, di ba? I mean, they
No,
don't even
because it's
think
true.
twice.
It really is true because we worked in another project before. He was able to instill in me some ideas already for what and what not to do in horror films. So when we got to do this film together, laking tulong na yun kasi parang may vibe na rin kami together. So it was much easier working with him, and at the same time, the whole time I was actually learning more.
What are the basics? What not to do in horror films?
Yung mga slowness, you have to really bring out the mood of the scene. Yung wag mo madaliin, kailangan mo damdamin ang setting. Kasi you're not just acting, there's also a setting playing, lighting, mood. So it's really, especially it's on the director to really envision that. So kaya kailangan ko talaga ng tulong po niya, and of course with our fellow co-artists po
Yes.
creating the scene.
Okay, so people have prepared. As I mentioned earlier, Kiko, you had no time to prepare. You were on set doing other things, for the film, and all of a sudden they said, Kiko, you're up. I mean, these guys can't make it. You're next. How did you get into character in such a short amount of
Syempre po,
time?
yung guidance ni Direk, binriefing niya ako po muna dun sa character. And then, yun, kailangan kasi yung advice po ni Direk is yung natural lang na what if kung ganito kang klaseng tao. So, in-internalize ko, kailangan pa ulit-ulit sa isip ko, and then, yun na lang, sabi ko, yung 101% na best ko, then all out ko na talaga. Kasi minsan lang din dumating yung ganong opportunity, so why not? So, go na talaga.
And also the cast here is quite interesting. Talk to me about the cast, the other members. You've Glide on the card.
Yeah, well, there's si Lot Lot Dylan who's
Yes,
also
it seems like
staple in the
everybody's
horror.
kind of related to each
Yes,
other.
yes.
It's kind of like a family.
Like a family,
Yeah,
which
it's a
is
small
okay.
family. Kasi si Anisa was also introduced in the film is Lot Lot's niece.
Yeah, anak ni Glidel, di ba?
Yes. So parang, and Glidel is also in the film. So it's like a family reunion of sorts.
So it's like you got Aniza who's working with Tita Lot Lot, who's seen her since they were kids, and of course Aniza's working with her mom, Miss Glidel. So it's yun nga po talaga.
So did your dad ever give you tips? I mean, just for the benefit of our viewers. I
Oh.
mean, he
You
is
know,
the son of a
My
Isko.
dad is very like busy, but when he comes to like these cases, he's gonna give me some advice. Ano mo, Joaquin, makinig ka lang na mabuti, kasi maraming kang walang alam Kaya makinig ka sa may alam, and which is like your manager, your bosses, your directors, because they have a vision for you which is most definitely good for you. Kaya naniniwala ko sa kanila and I trust them very much. Kaya thank you po sa kanila.
Well, thank you. You know, That Boy in the Dark is showing in cinemas nationwide beginning Sunday. Thank you so much and congrats once again. And I know there's gonna be more coming in. Of course, Direk Adolfo Alix Junior, Joaquin, Domagoso, and Nico Ipapo of the film That Boy in the Dark. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.